that talk privately with Jackie, but nobody else took the time to sit there and message me privately. No, everybody unfollow, block, whatever the case may be, instead of coming and saying something to me.
Yeah, it's exactly what Nosy said. When others are ready to keep it real, I mean,
Yep.
and maybe they're just afraid to reach out to you, but maybe you can let them know now that they can reach out to you. You know what I mean?
And yeah, we've done a lot of fucked up shit to each other, and that's the thing is like if we can move on with Sloth, I hope that you guys can do the same thing together. You know, like they said, it may not be now, but eventually, because I mean, like I know fucking me and Lost people have gone at it big time. You know, and I feel that there is an opening for that. I mean, girl, if we can do it, you can do it, okay?
Exactly. And
I hope, well, like I have like the worst damn pride ever.
No, I know, and that's why I said me and you had a conversation privately.
Yeah. Well, then, you know, maybe that's something that needs to be done privately too. You know, because the back and forth thing, like on the live, isn't going to get anywhere. It's really not.
Exactly. And I think a lot of times people need to realize that certain things need to stay private. Whether you mess with that person or not, people's families need to be off the table, and people need to stop being like, okay, well, we're friends. We were friends, but I'm going to go ahead and share what we discussed. People need to stop doing that. People need to stop sitting there and sharing messages and stuff like that because you think that that's going to make the situation better or make you better, make the world better. It's not. It's not. That just makes you, that shows you really what kind of person you are. Unless in other cases where it's like Nova got burned hella bad by Shelby, and Shelby just a liar pants on freaking fire and will never tell the truth to lie. You know, but that's why Nova has to do that, because she had to do that. But I'm just talking in different instances. It's different instances, and it's like it all needs to stop.
Yeah, and it does. And you know what? Like, and you're exactly right. Like, it had to stop somewhere. And the thing is, like, well, if we come into a live and we're yelling and screaming at each other, like, you know how we all are. We're all hotheads, dude. Like, it doesn't get anywhere. It doesn't. Until we put our guns away or our pew-pews away, it doesn't get anywhere.
Nope, it doesn't. But that's all I want to say. Thank you so much again, Jay. I'll let other people up here. Thank you, boss. I appreciate you guys letting me be up here.
Just so you know, you're more than welcome to come in here and talk about Cheese Man or whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever we're doing, you're more than welcome. Hopefully one day that the issue can be talked about.
Y'all can talk and all that great stuff.
No, I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna drop down. Thank you.
Jay.
Yeah.
Like, everyone needs to understand, I'm always the first person to be like, I'm never forgiving that person, like F them and F that. And then the next day I was like, all right, you know what, let's just move on.
You Jeremiah, do you want to come up here?
Accountability for the things we did.
Hey, what's up, AJ? How you doing, brother?
I told AJ to come up so maybe you and him can have a conversation as well.
Yeah, and I do, AJ, before you even start, bro. I do apologize for the other day.
Hey, it's me, Jenny.
Hey,
Jenny.
Oh God.
Hey guys. Oh, hey Chula in the comments. I just want to come on here and say, like, Rhino was the one who helped, like, establish a connection between me and, like, Jackie and say, like, what I needed to say. And so, because I found out, like, I guess in the comments, people were disparaging him.
It's cool, though.
Oh, I interrupted AJ. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. It's cool. Go ahead, bro.
Good. You can go. I'm sick anyway, so I'm letting everyone finish their combos, and it's not a real big of a deal.
You're good, bro. You're good. Go ahead.
But I was just coming on here to say really quick, Rhino was the one who helped establish, like, peace between me and Jackie. So he didn't really not do anything. So he was the one who came to me, and I was the one with the idea to, like, make peace because it's not healthy.
Saying that he wasn't the one who did anything, he had a part to it. It's just like, let's not just take away credit of, like, where it's also due to, like, what really ended that feud. It was because Nova went up there and you guys went up there and you guys also, you know, made that decision to do that. But yes,
people were involved. You know, we've all had conversations, and we're happy Rhino did that as well. You know, we've had conversation, hour long conversation. I even talked to Jay about it privately about with Sloth, you know, and I was like, hey, like we forgave, and I know Jackie has it in her to forgive them, and he's like, I don't know, babe, and I was like, I know it. I was just like, I just feel something, you know, about Sloth, like she has potential, and I know she could be a good person, and Jackie liked her before, and I'm sure that, you know, we can do this. And so everything would just came together at once the way it should have. And then, you know, everybody, Nova doing what she did, and all the conversations that have been, you know, with other people, different people, with these people over here, those people over there, it just all came together. So I feel like everybody is everybody themselves gets the credit, you know, and Rhino.
Everyone does get that credit.
Yeah,
Everyone does. And that's what I'm saying. It wasn't just Rhino, it was like everybody. It took all of us. Because to be quite honest, when Rhino was talking to me, I was like, fuck you, Rhino. Like, you know, and I was pissed. I was like, I'm never going to apologize to them. But you know what? It took two sides to say, hey, we're going to end this. So when I saw that, that's when I was like, okay, I'm done too.
Because it's almost at some point you just think to yourself, like, what's the point of all of it? Because we were just recycling insults at some point. And so I feel like when it comes to that point, there's really no point in, like, I said that so much. There's really no point in keeping up beef when it's all just bullshit. Pardon my language.
That's where I say the credit is due. It goes to everybody because we all took that initiative to end the BS.
But I think what I appreciate most is that everyone mostly took accountability for what they did.
It's the best thing to do.
You know what? Like I said, there's not going to be a change until we all, you know, just be that influence. You can't be like, oh, you know, like for me, like I said, I was pissed off at Rhino for even trying to do that. But, you know, when everyone took that initiative to do it, that's what ended it.
At first, when he first suggested the idea to me, I was like a bit skeptical, like, is this a setup? But then after a while of just like talking about it with myself in my head, I was like, you know what's the worst that could happen? So, yeah. So that's all I wanted to say.
So Jenny, I have a question. Do your apologies go around also for the old ladies here in the chat and the panel?
Of course.
I hope so, because we had a falling out. One.
Girl, I said a lot of horrible things I can't take back, but the only thing I can do is go forward, and you know.
Okay. I'll accept that.
I apologize for my harsh words.
Thank you. I appreciate it very much. Because I really wasn't coming at y'all sideways. I was just asking questions in the chat.
I think that night in particular, I was already on edge, so I was taking everything at face value. So I believed you got the brunt end of the stick, and I apologize for that because you don't deserve that.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
But yeah, that's all I want to say. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, well,
You're more than welcome to come. You guys are more than welcome to come hang out, chill out, talk about whatever, talk about Cheeseman, talk about whatever. Like, there has to come a time where, like, we just have to stop with the drama stuff because it's not getting us nowhere but a headache, and it's not making a lot of people want to go on live. You know what I mean? Like even though like I still go on live, it doesn't make me want to it's not fun no more. You know what I mean? Like it used to be. I used to get on here and talk about achievement and stuff like that, and it was fun. And it got to the point where, you know, the drama started, and I'm not saying that like I'm not, you know, I wasn't a part of the problem or my team wasn't a part of the problem. Yeah, you know, we were. And that's why it's like, you know what, let's fix our issues so that way we can hopefully one day call peace with everybody, you know what I'm saying, and start going back to like the real fun, you know what I'm saying, like the laughing and joking over what's going on with whatever, right? Like whatever's going on. You know what I'm saying? So but of course the first step is taking accountability for your actions. And I do know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I've grown into a person that has like I've seen just because it's on TikTok doesn't mean that the person behind the screen doesn't have feelings, right? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I've grown to like understand that and basically like, it's gotten to that point where I'm like, you know what, hey, you know what, I was wrong. I shouldn't have acted like that. And and I was hoping that yeah, I was hoping and praying for one day that this would happen. And it's happened. It's happened thanks to Nova. You know what I'm saying? And I give credit where credit is due, you know what I mean? Thanks to Nova, because I do feel like she pretty much stopped like everybody that was like beefing with everybody now knows like, hey, we were pretty much like I don't want to say it the wrong way, but we were pretty much like I'm gonna say it the way she says it. We were pretty much like hold on, I can't say it the way she says it. We were pretty much like how can I say it in the best way? We were pretty much like robots, you know what I'm saying, for like Shelby. You know what I mean? We were pretty much like people who were like riding with him. Because I mean, regardless if y'all didn't know me at the beginning, I used to go into his live and I used to like I used to argue for him too and stuff like that. And it was like just for a small amount of time, but I was in there and I was like, what did Shelby do to y'all? This and that. And then I started to hear all the you know, people telling me what's going on and this and that. I should stay out of it, and so I stayed out of it. I was just like, I'm gonna stay out of it. And then that's when I met Karma, and you guys all know when I met Karma what happened. So, you know, I'm not gonna go into that because I don't want to get the backlash of that again. But like, I'm glad this is happening because we might not be all cool right now and kumbaya, but you know what? Hopefully, eventually, we all will be able to like I would feel comfortable going into like Nova's live or Nosy's live or whoever's live, you know what I mean? And be cool.
Yeah. But why don't you and AJ have that conversation? Because
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, hey, yeah. AJ, I'm really sorry that that day you came over here, I acted the way I acted. I shouldn't have, that was basically I let those clips get to my head and I was just I was tired. But if you wanted to ask me a question, you're more than welcome to ask me whatever you want to ask me, bro. Like, it's not for me to not want to, answer questions or whatever. That's why I have my platform to be able to take criticism and take whatever, you know what I mean? So, but I do apologize for the way I treated you that night. You shouldn't have been treated that way, period. And I do apologize as a grown man. I don't know if you did.
No, you're good. I understand that there's a lot of crap going on. And I had came at you very respectfully that day, and then everyone just kind of jumped on me, and I was just simply asking a question, and I even told you that I wanted to speak with you directly about it, so without all the extra drama. But
Mhm.
it's that I'm tired of the back and forth of the he said she said bullshit, and I was sent a screenshot of I believe it was Gabby messaging this other person asking if they're wanting to go ahead and I guess troll me for you to come in and like I guess save me from the trolls or whatever the case was, or whatever you guys were planning on doing. I guess it was to turn me against Shelby. I guess you guys thought that me and Shelby were like best friends, which we weren't.
Mhm.
So I was just wanting clarification as to why you guys were wanting to plan all of that
Are you
against
talking
me.
about? I don't know what the only Gabby I know is my wife.
Yeah,
But
I
if
guess
you're
it's when you
referring
guys
to
had
like a huh?
it's when you guys had Discord, I believe.
Are you okay? If you're referring to because I don't know who Gabby is, right? But I'm not going to sit here and beat around the bush and lie, right? Um, the time when I posted that video, do you remember when I posted that video and you were like, I don't want no part in it. I know he's talking trash about me. I'm in school. I'm doing my own thing, right? So I did, yes, I did ask one of my old mods. I was like, I wish AJ would get involved in this. And yes, I did. I did. I was like, man, can somebody like go in there and like say something to him on the comments and hype him up or something so that way I can talk to him and he can get into this. Yes, I did do that. But I don't know who Gabby is though. I didn't ask. Gabby's my wife, so I didn't talk to no other Gabby besides my wife about it. But I don't want to put the person's name out there, but it wasn't a Gabby. But I did do that though.
No, it was Gabby asking for you to this other person.
I talking the person with the M
Yes.
at the front of the name.
Mhm.
Yeah, I did that. I did that.
Yeah, and it just rubbed me the wrong way. Like I don't have an issue with it because it was back in April. I really don't care
Mhm.
about it. I'm just the type of person it's gonna eat at me for a while, just because I just need to like know why. What was the reason?
I was
Because I've always come into you guys' lives. I've always just said my highs. I would tell you guys, oh, I'm leaving because I got school. I have to do all this. So for whatever reason, it just rubbed me the wrong way because it's like I've never talked crap about any of you guys that are up here. I've never went into other people's panels and talked shit about y'all. I've never done any of that. And then for y'all to go and try to
right,
pull that
right.
behind my back, it just rubbed me the wrong way.
Um, to be honest, I have no reason to like this. To be honest, I wanted to like I was going against Shelby at the time, and I felt like he did you guys wrong. And I was like, you know what? Hey, why not try to like get somebody on my team that he did wrong? So yeah, I did do that because I was trying to get you on my team at the time too. I was a very small, I'm still a small creator. You know what I mean? Like I'm not a big creator on this platform, and to get up, you know, for me it was like to get a big creator on this platform to like go up against Shelby. But you were like no, and I was just like just leave it alone. You know what I mean? Just don't even ask him. You know what I mean? Because he's in school, he's doing his thing. You know, he's not gonna come out of what he's doing just to start, you know, drama or whatever. I said, so let's do it. Like let's just leave it alone. So yeah, no, I did ask the person that question. Um, and basically there was no like I didn't know that she was talking to you directly, but you know, she said nothing, and after a while, I left it alone, and I was just like, you know what, just leave him alone, whatever, and just leave it at that. Did I want that to happen? Yes, I did, but it didn't happen. And then when you messaged on the comment, and you were like, "Oh, I'm in school. I'm not worried about what he says about me." I was just like, just leave it alone because you know what, he's doing his own thing, and we'll leave it at that. Now, like as far as the extra like drama stuff like that, like you know, that happened. Yes. Did I try to take it a step further? No, because that's just pretty much the way I feel. Is like you know, my mods walked away at that point in time because they didn't agree with certain things, and in my opinion, because I don't really don't know how they felt, right? But in my opinion, they wanted to come back the very next day, and I did not let them because I was angry as well. So it went from that to days and days passing, and of course, I could have reached out and been like, "Hey, you know what? It's cool. I forgive y'all." But like I said, like I wasn't, you know, I was being childish. I was being childish, and I even it's not that anything to do with this, but I even apologized to everybody yesterday. My old mods, my recent mods, everybody. You know, yeah, I was acting childish, and I was trying to get you on my team to go up against Shelby. I did do that. Yes.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to know was just get clarification on what the deal is. I think it should have been handled a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. You're right. You're
we
right.
already deal with a bunch of trolls coming in here. I was seeing that there was a troll coming in here, and you guys had to consistently block them because they
Mhm.
don't stop. So,
No, they
I mean,
won't.
I went live the other day and we were having troll. That's why I came to Jackie and I asked Jackie to like, is this you guys? Because now it's making
Mhm.
me feel like I can't trust y'all. Because if y'all were willing to like
So you
go
see right
in,
there, like, why
there it
did you
is,
take
another one.
people money?
But
What do you?
it just made it just loses trust. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
just makes me feel like, okay, well, this is probably Jay's group that's doing it, and we've already dealt with the whole pinpointing who's doing these fake accounts and these burner accounts and all of this, and it all falls back to one person that we know. So
Yeah.
I just think it should have been handled a little bit differently than having to go behind someone's back. I was always coming at you guys very respectfully, and I always came in here and like said my highs to you guys, said like would ask you guys how y'all were doing and everything, and then for me to find out that y'all were trying to pull that crap behind my
Well,
back, it
this
just
was
rubbed me the wrong
actually
way.
way before Jackie and all them. This was like before. This was when I had my first mods, and like you know what I'm saying? Like you started coming in here whenever I had Jackie and all them as mods, but like
Yeah.
way like when I first started, you know what I mean? Like when I first started, I don't think you knew anybody. Like I don't think you knew us or my old mods when that was going on. I think you might have knew one person, but they were under a different account or something like that.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, I stirred away from you and a bunch of other people you had on the panel because
Hmm.
a lot of them were affiliated with TTK.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, trust me. Whenever like we walked away from TTK, that was when we started our own group because we felt the same way you felt. And like not a lot of people know about that, right? Like not a lot of people know like, hey, we all walked away. The only ones that really know like are Jackie and like as far as Shelby's, Shelby and Slot Baby, like they all knew that we started our own thing without TTK, right? And then we started doing our own thing, and the only person that knew how to go live and how to act on live and talk to people was me. So we still wanted to get on live and talk about Cheeseman and stuff like that. So that's the reason why we started our own group. And our own group turned into, you know what I'm saying? We were doing pretty good, and then the drama started, and then basically the drama started because of differences with Shelby, right? And I'm not blaming the whole thing on Shelby. I'm just saying like it started because of what Shelby was doing. And so that's when, of course, everything transpired the way it transpired. And at the time, nobody really knew what was going on or like why why the drama was starting and stuff like that. So you know what I mean? Like so it happened, it transpired, a month later it ended. And that was my thing. Like when it ended, it was like people were upset at the fact that me and Jackie and her group were cool, and you know what I'm saying? Like it just all led to a bunch of drama. And I'm gonna tell you one thing, like I know it's probably like you probably it's probably not like none of your business, you know what I'm saying? Because you weren't a part of it. But like with all due respect, it's like more like, you know, Shelby played a lot of people. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure he's watching. I'm pretty sure he's doing all that. So Shelby pretty much acted like he wasn't behind the scenes talking to me, inviting me to his lives. Because I did apologize to Shelby. I did tell him I was sorry, and I took his post down and stuff like that. I said, "Look, I'm sorry. I was being childish, whatever, whatever." And he was inviting me to his lives, and I wouldn't go because I was like, I know I'm gonna be attacked. You know what I mean? And I know eventually he's gonna stop it, but still, you know what I mean? Like, there's certain things that I said that, that cannot be like, you know what I mean? They cannot be forgiven. So I was like, I'm not gonna go, and I should have gone, so that way everybody could have seen, like, hey, he was also condoning the same kind of stuff. Like he was also okay with me going into his lives and stuff. So
Yeah.
Jackie had to take the brunt end of that. you know, as far as like, you know, being like me and her being cool and stuff like that. But and then it surprised me whenever he acted like, oh, I didn't know about the video, or I didn't know that Jay said that. Yes, you did, because you specifically told me, he told me on Discord that he's like, yeah, we're cool, but you know that you would have to eventually apologize to Nova. And I said, yes, I know. I know. I will talk to her, and I will try to reach out, and I will apologize to her. If I have to do it on TikTok and take the and take the backlash, I will. And he agreed to it. So I don't have those receipts. He erased them as soon as that happened. And I'm not too, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not too hip. I was not too hip on saving clips or like screenshots and stuff like that. But now I am. But like at the time when he did it, I was like, I don't even have the clips because he erased the whole thing, which was smart of him to do. But it was, you know what I'm saying? I should have been able to like go over there and take the screenshots and save them. But at the same time, there was like other people going on different accounts, putting pictures of different people and acting like they were those people. And you know what I'm saying? Like they were having conversations. So it was like there's no point of, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter what I do or say, people are not gonna believe me. So it got to that point. But as far as with me and you, hey, you know what? I apologize. I shouldn't have did that. Like I told Nosy, I was childish. I was being childish. Did I feel like I grown on this platform? Yeah. Like I do feel like I grown, you know what I mean, to feel like, hey, you know what, I messed up. I shouldn't have did that. And with your situation, yeah, I feel like, you know what, I that was uncalled for, regardless if doesn't matter how much
Yo,
doesn't matter how much I disliked. What's up? Doesn't matter how much I disliked
I don't know. Somebody summoned me for some reason.
somebody summoned you.
Yeah, somebody said something. Somebody was discussing me or something. So I was like, "What I do? Fuck, I do now?"
It was
Oh
down
nah,
in the
nobody said
chat.
nothing about you.
It was in the chat. I've been reading it, and people have
Oh,
been
nobody
talking
was
about him in the
discussing
chat.
you.
Yeah, what I do? What are they
I don't know
discussing?
who summoned you and who said they were discussing you.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's not true.
Yeah, I didn't even know that y'all was cool with that person. That name starts with an N. That claims I slept with them, but I proved that I never even met them. So
No, we all just got on the panel right now,
yeah,
today.
anything
Not,
that has to do with that female, I'm not jacking it, and Shelby neither. Like
well,
those are two people that came in cahoots to try to put fake tea about me, claiming I SA'd somebody I never even met, and pressured a girl with mental health issues to also.
Look, Eli, that person's not even in here, so don't be running your mouth about him. Seriously, we know Rhino came and requested for you to come in here because he can't handle stuff on his own. He needs to stop having Caucasian females on his live saying the N word. So you ain't any better. Shut the fuck up. You
Bring
ain't any
me
better.
up,
Don't
bro.
know about that.
Why I gotta sit in the chat for so damn long? I know what it is.
You're
Y'all
stupid.
talking, everybody talking and all, but like, damn, bro. Like I requested like 1,000,000 times to come up here, bro.
yeah, they were having their own conversation, Rhino.
No, I wasn't gonna interrupt their
I
conversation.
know, but I
was
just
when they
said
were
like just
done.
let them have their conversation.
So,
Them-
so it's like this.
I
Like,
understand that, but what I'm saying,
I got
sometimes
you,
you do
boss.
like.
Yeah, I be
You know.
spazzing because I got that ADHD shit and I can't
I
control.
know that's what I'm saying. That's why I
I'm
said.
sorry.
Okay,
I'm
so
sorry.
first of all I'm gonna say is she's not in here to sit here and defend herself, okay? And I'm not gonna bother with somebody that's not in Houston, Texas, okay?
I'm in
So
Houston,
with that,
Texas.
you in
Houston,
Houston, Texas, then we can sit down and have some coffee if you like, and we can sit here and chat about this.
I don't like how I was. Well, I don't know who said it, but somebody was like, "Oh, you know, him and Eli and Fester were in a live joking around."
Yes,
So
they were. Would I not?
So yeah,
Were
we were
you
joking
not?
around. So what's
Okay,
the
then.
problem? Because
So the way
I
you
talked to
were
somebody
coming
that
at
makes
Nosy,
me
the way you were coming at Nosy is why I said what I said, okay?
Okay,
So,
Nosy called my homeboy here.
like
You know
I
what I'm
told
saying?
you don't know
This
the
wasn't
history.
even supposed to be happening
So
on here.
No, I
Hold
feel
you
on.
that,
don't
but
know the
yeah, that's what
history.
I'm
You don't
saying.
know
Let
the
You
me,
don't know
hey,
history.
Wasn't
her.
even
hey
supposed to
guys,
be.
hey, I fuck with y'all, but
This was not supposed
I'm
to
gonna
be
get back
happening.
to me and Adres. What's it called?
AJ
Yeah,
dropped.
conversation.
AJ dropped, bro. So like,
No,
can I
somebody
just
threw him down.
No,
can I
somebody threw
address
him
this real
down,
quick and
bro.
I'll be done with it, bro. I'll bounce about this live, bro. But I'm gonna address
Oh,
it right
no
now.
problem.
Hey, bro, just because I rock with Eli or I rock with Fester, bro, and this disrespectful women stuff,
Jay does too. I mean,
it's
Jay
not
does
about
too.
that, bro. It's about no, I'm not saying that, boss. Let me grab a mic real quick. It's not about that, bro. If you disrespect me or one of my people, whether you a guy or a girl, you gonna get
Nobody
it. I
said
don't.
nothing about you though, bro.
Nah, they
I'm
did say
talking to
that.
what's his
Nah, they
name?
did say that. They said that oh, I see why, because he rocks with Eli and Fester and they were in a live together. And like, what you trying to say, bro? Like, are you trying to say that because I got women that are my homegirls and they'll come here right now and vouch for me, bro, and tell you that I don't disrespect women, bro. These women in this panel, I've never disrespected these women in this panel. I got nothing respect for the people that rock with me. But when you go off and say stuff about people, bro, like really? Okay, so Eli, okay, so you over here doing this to kids, right? Why was I on the live with you the other day when your little girl was right there, bro, and you nothing but nice
That's
work?
not the same little girl, but I'm not gonna
Okay,
go there with it.
he's gonna be
Gabby, Jay, y'all have a good one.
he can
Rhino,
still talk.
you
He
in
can still
Houston,
talk
I'm
to
in
that other little
Houston. Let me
girl.
know what you want to do, okay? We can sit down and have coffee.
Bro, you are not willing to take a life or lose a life over my child. So what are you talking about? I'm willing to do those things. What is anybody here talking about? That's crazy to me.
I think that somebody, whoever it was that was talking stuff, is gone. I don't know if they're
Yeah,
still
I don't
even
know.
on.
I don't know what's.
Told to come over
This
here.
wasn't supposed to happen. So
You know what? Let me just say this. I've been watching this live since it started and everybody's been making pretty good progress. And for those of you who are down there in the chat requesting to come up like 10,000 times, let them talk. Let them talk it out. It's long overdue. Right now is the time and nobody appreciates it. I am seriously getting pissed here because you keep requesting and you know that people in the chat don't really care for certain other people on the panel or in the chat or whoever pops in. Why? Just why do you keep on insisting and whining to come up and then you start shit with the other guests?
yeah.
How rude and disrespectful is that? Let them talk it out. It's ridiculous. We're all adults. It's long overdue. Let them do it. And whoever's knocking people off the panel, cut that shit out.
Yeah,
Hold
who's
on, let me
knocking
take
them
some
off the panel?
powers away real quick.
Yeah,